Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about my favorite beauty products from the month of February. I've got quite a few fun little things to share with you guys. Some of these are like rediscoveries, things that I've had in my collection for a while. Some of them are brand new, so we'll get into it in a minute. But first I want to say hello and welcome to any of you who are new to my channel. My name is Lauren. Thank you so much for coming, hanging out and chatting beauty with me today. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so if you want to see my face again, I hope you'll click that subscribe button before you go. And without me rambling on, because I do ramble sometimes, let's get into the products. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is actually not a specific product, it's a brand, and that is a DefineMe Fragrance. So DefineMe reached out to me at the beginning of February, I think. They sent me a really beautiful package with some of their products to try. We had touched base initially at Generation Beauty New York, so I'd had a couple little samples of a few of their fragrances, but now I actually own a few in full size, which I am so excited about because they are so beautiful and I really love what this company stands for and just its general vibe, and I feel like it's something that I'm really excited to tell you guys about. So the kind of inspiration behind DefineMe Fragrance is that each individual scent is inspired by a woman, by a personality. So there's 6 different fragrances and each one has its own kind of girl behind it. The one that I really like is called Sophia Isabel. It says, Sophia Isabel is a free spirit who embraces life with confidence, and it has notes of mandarin, black currant, jasmine, and sugar. It's this really sweet sort of fruity scent, but it also has a floral note to it. I think that's the jasmine. It's really, really nice. So this is what their full-size fragrance looks like. It's 1.7 ounces. I think it retails for $67 if I remember correctly. But it's like really cute, girly packaging. They also make a travel spray version if you don't want to buy the full size, which I love that this is a spray. I am so tired of roller balls. I don't know, I just really like to be able to spray fragrance on me. I like being enveloped in scent, and I feel like when I use a roller ball, I can't smell the perfume on myself. Maybe other people can still smell it, but I don't get the experience, so for me, that's just way less fun. So I appreciate that this is a travel spray and not a roller ball. They do also make perfume oils, which are in a roller ball applicator, which are really nice for layering. So you can layer an oil and then a spray on top, which will make your fragrance last even longer. They also have a hair mist, a hair fragrance, which is really cool if you want to just add that little extra something something, so when your hair like blows by you, you get that like nice waft of scent. Now this is the thing, perfume is perfume, but when it comes to DefineMe, what I think really resonated with me most is that they are a vegan and cruelty-free fragrance brand. They use coconut oil as the base for all of their products, and they're not like, you know, sold in China like most other fragrance brands. Like most designer fragrances out there, if you don't realize it, they're tested on animals, especially if they're sold in China. The Chinese law says any beauty products sold in mainland China have to be tested on animals. So if a company decides to sell their cosmetics in China, they're going to be tested on animals. So if you are someone that's cruelty-free or thinking about growing cruelty-free, that is for me one of the more difficult things to kind of like get past, because so many fragrances are not cruelty-free and I love wearing perfume. So this brand is like the perfect thing because all of their scents are really beautiful and they're made with more natural ingredients and they're also more ethical. I know the brand also gave me a discount code to share with you guys, so I will link that information for you in my description box. If you want to save, I think 15% on your order, you can use my discount code, so I will link all that information for you if you want to check their stuff out. But I would definitely recommend it. I think packaging wise, it's really beautiful. I think the whole idea is really cute. I've noticed within the last month, this is the perfume that I have been gravitating towards the most. I'm trying to finish up some that I am like at the very end of, so I've kind of been like forcing myself to use those. But if I was to ask myself what I actually really want to use, it is probably one of these guys. Just super, super cute. Love that they're doing good things and supporting good ethics, and I definitely think that you guys should check them out if you're interested in that kind of a thing. Moving on to a rediscovered favorite this month, I have been wearing this LORAC Color Source Buildable Blush in the shade Prism so much. It's actually what I have on today. It is a matte sort of peachy pink blush so pretty. I feel like LORAC is a very underrated makeup brand because it's not sold at Sephora. You can get it at Ulta and at Kohl's, but I feel like aside from their eyeshadows, which I know their Pro formula gets a lot of hype, the rest of their makeup doesn't get talked about very much, and it's really, really nice. I like their lip products a lot, and I think that these blushes are beautiful. They go on really smooth. They're very natural looking. It's not so like pigmented that it's going to give you clown cheeks, but you can kind of just like tap your brush in it a little bit, blend it out, and it looks beautiful, really easy. And I feel like one pan will last you a century because you don't need to like go ham in the pan to get product on your brush. So yeah, if you have never tried or checked out the LORAC formula before, I would definitely recommend it because it is really, really nice. Speaking of blush, if you guys watch my weekend vlogs that I post occasionally, you may have seen one that have this brush in it. This is the Sonia Kashuk blush brush. I honestly don't know if you can still get this because the entire reason I got this brush was because Sonia Kashuk ended her relationship with Target and they were basically clearancing out all of her brushes. I was on a no-buy and I saw this and it was on clearance for $9 and I was like, I couldn't not buy it. I had to break my no-buy to get this brush because Tati talks about this all the time and how amazing it is to apply blush, and I was like, I want to try that brush and this is perhaps my last chance ever before it's literally gone. So I got it, and I have to say, this is pretty amazing. This is a beautiful blush brush. It makes me really upset that you can't get it anymore because I would love to tell you guys if you don't have it to go get it. I mean, I don't know, maybe if you go to your local Target, they may still have some things left that haven't been sold yet. I know that since they are getting rid of all of the Sonia Kashuk products, they might be relaunching them, but not with her name on it. I don't really know specifically what they're gonna be doing, but if that is the case, I would keep an eye out for this brush in whatever form it ends up taking in its future life because it is amazing. So yeah, really excited that I finally got to try this, and I'm really excited that it wasn't disappointing because if it sucked after all that hype, I would have felt really crappy. But yeah, no, this is amazing. If you can still get it, would recommend. Speaking of amazing things that you can get at the drugstore, can we talk for a minute about these new Milani palettes? These are ridiculous. I just did a blog post last week on these, reviewing them, kind of sharing my thoughts. This is what they look like on the inside. I'm going to try not to blind you guys with my ring light. But basically they have a giant mirror and then you get 12 shadows. I feel like this looks so much like a Stila palette that would cost, I don't know, $45. And it's 20 bucks. $20. And actually I got this and the Bold Obsessions one for $15 at my local Walmart. I haven't seen the new display at any other drugstore yet, but I know Walmarts have updated their displays with the new highlighter palettes and the new eyeshadow palettes. So if you want to get your hands on these and not pay full price for them, I would go to Walmart and check it out. But these are so beautiful. This is the Bold Obsessions one. I can't even. This is just like a very classic color palette here. You basically have like a row of neutrals, a row of warm shades, and then like some cool smoky tones. And it's kind of the same thing in the Most Loved Mattes palette as well, except instead of having some shimmers, everything is matte in that palette. But basically, this is just like such a nice quality eyeshadow. The mattes are really smooth, really pigmented, easy to work with. The metallics in the Bold Obsessions palette are bananas. They are so foiled and pigmented. They are a little crumbly though. I found that especially this gold shade here can have a lot of fallout because it has a lot of like glittery chunks in it in a way, and like that sounds bad. It's like glittery in a pretty way. I just think if you apply it over like a glitter glue, you won't get as much fallout on your face when you're using it. I just honestly have been kind of so-so about a lot of drugstore eyeshadows lately, and these just like totally blew my mind. Let me do some swatches for you guys so you can see like what the heck I'm talking about. So this is the gold shade here. I really just like can't get over this. It is chunky. It definitely is chunky, but like, can we see? Can we look at that? I'm like, what? It's so flippin' pretty. I like can't get over it. And then let's see, this is this matte transition shade, which legit feels like butter. So beautiful. Really nice. So that's the matte transition. And let's maybe get, let's get this like blue smoky shade. Yeah. One swipe. Look at that. Ridiculous. I'm just so impressed with these. I think they are entirely worth $20. The packaging is amazing on these. It feels really quality. It's got a nice snap closure that's really secure. I think these are gonna be wonderful for traveling because you get a giant mirror and because it's nice and like, it feels like a nice quality plastic. Like it's a plastic casing, but it doesn't feel cheap, like it's gonna fall apart in your bag. So I think $20, yes, is a lot for a drugstore, but I think it's entirely worth it when what you're getting is comparable to something that would cost 2 to 3 times as much. So if you're in the market for a new eyeshadow palette, I would check out these Milani ones because they're kind of amazing. I am realizing now that I didn't bring any makeup wipes over here with me, so we're just gonna have to do the rest of this video covered in swatches. Gonna be fine. But only got 2 more products to talk about anyway. So speaking of drugstore products, so I picked up this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer for a video that I did a little while ago about makeup essentials. And this is one of those products that I don't know how I never tried it before because people have been raving about the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer for ages. I did this series called Bad Beauty Blogger a while ago talking about products that are like cult classics that I've never tried. This was one of them, so I finally picked it up and I have to say, I understand the hype. I'm wearing it today. I've been wearing it a lot lately and I really like it a lot. It's just like a really nice consistency for a concealer. It's not too heavy, it's not too thin, it covers nicely, but it's never like heavy or cakey or dry or weird looking, like especially if you're applying it under the under eyes. I don't know, I just think it's a really nice everyday concealer that's very wearable. Like it works, it does its job, but it's not so heavy duty or like so over the top that you feel like you're wearing a crap ton of makeup. Like sometimes if you want to go super full glam, you want a very, very full coverage concealer. This will give you coverage, but it doesn't feel full coverage, if that makes sense. So I've been wearing this a lot lately and I really enjoy it. It's very affordable, like what, like $7-ish from the drugstore, so gotta give a little shout out to that. And finally, so I got this Dr. Brandt PoreDermabrasion in my BoxyCharm a couple of months ago, and I've been using this a lot lately. I can feel that it's like more than halfway empty now, which is sad because I don't want it to be gone. The stuff is expensive as heck. I was really excited to get like a $60 face scrub and a $20 subscription box. That was some good value right there. But basically, this is an exfoliating scrub. It almost has like a mentholy or like minty feel to it. When you put it on your skin, you're massaging it in, I feel like it's just like a little bit cooling or has those like mentholy kind of fumes. I don't know what the heck is with that. I don't hate it though, and I just, generally I feel like this makes my skin feel baby's butt smooth. Like it does such a great job of minimizing texture. I especially really like to use this before I sheet mask. Like if I want to give myself a little mini facial, I'll wash my face, I'll use this scrub. You basically like, you know, exfoliate, you leave it on for like a minute or 2 just to kind of let it detox your pores and then you rinse it off. I'll pat my face dry and then throw on a sheet mask, especially one that's like nice and hydrating or brightening, and I feel like that makes my skin look incredible. So like if you want an at-home facial, this product is amazing for that, and especially if you're not used to like combining your products or kind of doing like a little pamper routine, doing a chemical or physical exfoliant and then following it up with like a hydrating mask or a sheet mask is a really, really nice thing to treat yourself to. So a little something you might want to try out. Anyway guys, those are all the products that I wanted to talk about with you today. I need to clean all this makeup off of me. I did also want to throw it out there that my currently testing update for February should be coming, I believe, this Monday for you guys. So if you want to see my thoughts on all the products I've been trying out for the last month, that will be coming your way soon. Just as a little spoiler alert, there were a lot of really amazing products that I could have considered favorites this month, but we don't want too much repetition. So if you want to see what else I've been loving and testing out, make sure you come back for that video next week. And if you're not already subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. You should push that button, and then that way it'll make your life easier and you won't miss out on any of my future content. If you guys like monthly favorites videos, I hope you'll give this one a thumbs up. I really appreciate all of your support, all of your love in the comments. You guys are always so awesome. You make it so much fun for me to make videos in this space, and yeah, so I hope you guys are having an amazing rest of your Wednesday. I'm gonna go get myself cleaned up, and I will see you in Friday's video.